you are joining us for the first time, I want to give you a big welcome. We are live on the Stay Active with Lee page. Thank you for joining us this morning. Hope that you're well. Hope that you've got a little bit of energy, but if not, hopefully we're going to give you some. I just want to run through a couple of things before we get started, just as folks are starting to join us live as well. People will be wondering, what's this all about? What do I need to do? And that, for those of you that do know, it's going to be pretty straightforward. It's not going to be anything too drastic this morning, but we really just want to, introduce you to some resistance-based exercise without any fancy equipment. Hey, going to the gym might not be your thing, or going to a facility. Well, you know what? You can get a pretty decent workout in the comfort of your own home. As long as you've got a little bit of space to work in and some simple bits of equipment, or maybe even no equipment at all, you're going to be surprised at what I'm going to be using this morning. Okay, so I want to show you that it can be done. Okay, so thank you for those that are jumping on the live just now. If you're doing this as a replay, hope you enjoy it, and be sure to let me know how you get on. Okay, so let me explain what we're going to do this morning. We're going to start in just a moment with a very simple warm-up, where we want to make sure that our body, our arms, legs, everything is just slightly warm, ready to go, so we reduce the risk of injury whilst we're performing the exercises. Please remember this morning that there is no pressure on you to do anything that you do not wish to do. If an exercise seems too difficult, and even if I've showed you an alternative way of doing the exercise, if it's still too much, I just want you to stop, okay? And even just something as simple as just moving the feet, okay? That might be all that you can do, whether that's seated or whether that's standing. Just simply moving the feet, that's all you need to do. Okay, so let me just reassure you with that. We're going to work on 5 exercises this morning that are going to incorporate upper body, lower body, and the core, and then we do something called a finisher right at the very end that will just kind of get us firing on all cylinders and hopefully send you away with a big happy smile on your face. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to start the warm-up. I want you to make sure you've got space around you. I want you to have some water to hand or a drink. Okay, it's good to have regular sips just throughout the workout. Keep yourself hydrated. And I also want you to grab a towel as well, okay? It could be just a hand towel that you can just mop yourself down with. I'm also going to be using a hand towel as well for some of the exercises this morning. So I hope you've got one of those to hand. If not, we can just use the tension that we can grab in our fists, okay? So we can use those. Thanks for the love, guys. All right, so we're going to crack on with the warm-up. Are you ready? Going to pop some music on for us. Just a little bit of background noise. Okay, get into your space, and we're just going to march it out on the spot. Try and keep those shoulders back, and we're just pounding those arms back and forth. Try and keep the feet nice and light on the ground. Okay, now we're going to go into butt kicks, bringing the heels up nice and high, and I'm just going to drive those arms back. Remember, aim of the game just now is to raise that body temperature. Now we're going to take it into high knees. So we're just going to bring the opposite arm over to opposite knee. I want you to try and keep that midriff pulled in nice and tight. Bring those knees up just as high as you can. Excellent. Okay, keep the knees coming up. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to reach opposite arm, opposite leg. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to go into modified jacks. So we're tapping the toes out to the side. Bring those arms up to the shoulder. Great stuff. How are we feeling? Are we starting to warm up a little? Hope so. Okay, we're going to bring it to a rest in 3 and 2 and 1. Take a rest there. Now our next job is to get the joints warmed up with a little bit of mobility. So we're going to just plant our feet on the floor. We're going to start with the shoulders, forward rolls. Take your time, imagine you're drawing circles with the shoulders. Now we'll take it in the opposite direction. That's it. Rolling those shoulders back and rest. Okay, now we're going to do some nice big circles with the arms. Now if you have any problems with the shoulders and taking the hands overhead, I want you to just keep those arms down nice and low, like so. But if you're able, nice big circles, then you're going to change direction. Excellent, and rest. Okay, moving it down to our chest, give ourselves a nice big hug, and then we are taking those arms back away. That's it, opening up the chest. And last one, and rest. Okay, now down to the midriff. We're going to do what's called a trunk twist. Taking the arms round to the side. We're going to pivot on the toes. Try and keep that upper body nice and tall. And 2, and 1, and rest. Okay, moving down to the hips. I want you to pop those hands on the waist, and we're going to circle. I want you to start small and then gradually get bigger and bigger. That's it, nice big circles. 2, and 1, and now we're going to switch the direction. That's it, big circles. 2, and 1, and relax. Okay, now we're going to take it to our wrists. Make a fist out front and then just gently circle round. Just take your time. And now we'll switch direction. How are we getting on so far? Getting warmer. And rest. Now we're going to move down to our ankles. I want you to point your toes into the floor. And then you are just going to circle round. If you want a slightly more challenging variation, you can pop the toes forward. That's it, drawing in circles. And then we're going to change direction. That's it, nice big circles. And rest. Okay, same on the opposite foot. I'm going to plant those toes into the floor. Circle round. That's it. And then switch direction. My circles don't look too pretty on this foot. Okay, and rest. So that completes our warm-up. So, as I mentioned earlier, for those that are just joining us, we're going to work on just 5 exercises this morning. And you know what, this workout is going to be hopefully building up a little bit of strength in our bodies. We're not going to be working with heavy resistance. Heavy resistance is okay. But if we're just working with body weight or just simple tools, hey, I'm going to show you how to use a household towel, okay, to incorporate it into your workout. Okay, so we're just using simple stuff and hopefully build a little bit of strength in the arms, in the legs, through our core. Okay, stay with us this morning. Hope you enjoy this. And remember, you just do what you're comfortable with. If you do need to stop and take a rest, please do. Okay, so our first round is going to be nice and simple. We're going to work for 30 seconds and then we're also going to rest for 30 seconds. During that rest break, I'm going to demonstrate the following exercise and that's an opportunity as well for you to have a little drink of water as needed. Okay guys, so get ready. Hope you're ready for this. I think you're going to enjoy it, and I think you're going to get a little bit warm, even though we're not going to be doing anything drastic. Okay, it's joint friendly. I think you're going to like it. First exercise is coming up in a moment. We're going to do the body weight squat. Let me just show you from the side. Feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to squat down so the body's parallel to the floor. Then we're going to drive through the hips. Here we go. So 30 seconds with the squats. If you've got a chair behind you, it's good to just tap the bum on the chair and then come back up. That's it, so use those arms, keep your chest up nice and tall. We're driving those hips forward. No jumpy in this one. And rest, good job. Okay, next exercise. This is where I grab my towel. We're going to do what's called a standing chest press. Let me give you a demonstration. We're going to lead with 1 foot forward, 1 foot behind for support. Abs going to be braced, chest nice and tall. We're going to hold that towel at chest height. We're going to push forward. Whilst we're pulling that towel apart, then bring it back to the chest and repeat. Here we go. So nice and controlled. All right, you think a simple house towel or bathroom towel, how can that be so hard? Well, we're creating tension. We are pulling apart on that towel, bringing those elbows back, and then extending the arms forward. Try and keep that towel at chest height. Last one. And rest. Good job. Woo. Okay, arms are feeling that already. My goodness, we've only just begun. Next exercise we're going to do is the plank. Now we're going to start with a nice easy low plank. But listen, if going to the floor isn't your thing, here's what I want you to do. I just want you to stand, bracing the abs, hips forward, arms elevated, or arms can be out front. I'll go down to the floor. Here we go. So the most important thing with the plank is to keep a nice straight line from the head down to the heels. Keep that body weight forward. We can also drop down to the knees. That makes it a little bit easier. But our focus is belly button towards the spine. Glutes squeezed, legs nice and tightly together. Come up onto those tiptoes. Okay, good stuff. 3 exercises down. Wait for it. I'm bringing my towel back into play. This time I'm going to have an underhand grip. Okay? Still going to stagger the feet. 1 foot forward, bending the knees, upper body tall, back nice and tall. I'm going to start with my arms out front, and then I'm going to pull back towards my belly button, squeezing those shoulder blades together, and then back out. So pull. So I'm keeping that towel nice and taut as well. That's it. I'm just going to keep my arms a little bit lower there. That's it. Good. Back to the belly button, and then forward. Bet you didn't realise you'd have so much fun just with the bathroom towel. And rest. Good job, guys. Woo. Just turning my fan up a little. It's getting a bit warm. Okay, next exercise is back to just body weight. We're going to do what's called a total body extension. This is a great pulse raiser, great for cardiovascular fitness. We're going to start with our feet about hip width apart. We're going to bend our knees, hands back, a bit like a ski jump, and then up onto our tiptoes, raising those hands overhead. Alright, so I'll move back a wee bit just so you can see where my arms are going. That's it. So nice and explosive. Again, if you don't want to take those arms overhead, you just bring them to the shoulders, keep the feet on the floor. You want to generate energy as as if you're about to jump off the ground, but keep those feet grounded, powerful arms, powerful hips. And rest. Okay, 30-second rest break, guys. That is round uno, done and dusted. We're going to go into round two very shortly. Same amount of work, but slightly less rest in between, okay? All right, hope you're doing well. We're going back into those squats. Are you ready? Here we go. So squatting down, drive the hips. Keep that upper body nice and tall. Make sure we're loading that body weight into the heels. 10 more seconds to go. And rest. Okay, we're going to grab that towel again. Remember, shorter rest. And we're going to start with the chest press, overhand grip. Here we go. Push it out. Control on the way back. Keeping that upper body nice and tall. Tummy's engaged. Last one. Good job. Okay, so the plank is coming up next. So remember, you can do that standing plank where you're just keeping everything nice and tall. Or you can come join me on the floor. Here we go. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Weight is all to the front. Try and breathe as normally as possible whilst you're keeping everything nice and tight. And rest. Super stuff. Okay, grab your towel once again. I'll tell you what, let me show you how to do it without the towel. Alright, imagine you've got no resistance to use other than body weight. Here's what we're going to do. Drive those elbows back, squeezing those fists. Alright guys, come on. Fitness doesn't have to be complicated. I am creating tension, using just body weight, just muscles, squeezing that upper back, keeping tension through the fist, and rest. Okay, total body extension. Don't need my towel for that one. Too keen to grab that towel. All right. So, feet about shoulder width. Here we go. Now, up onto the tiptoes. We're taking those arms all the way up. So, it's generating all the power as if you're about to jump off the floor. So, imagine if you were jumping, it would look like this, but it's the explosive power without the jump to keep it nice and joint friendly. And rest. Guys, that's another break. Round two done and dusted. Alright, we're going to keep the work and rest times exactly the same for round three. You're doing so good. I'm starting to break a sweat already. Woo. How about you? Now, starting with those squats. Here we go. Hips back, drive up through the heels. Try and go for range of motion. So if you can get that bum down nice and low, drive back up through the hips. course, if you want to make it harder, you can add in a little bit more tempo as well there. And take a rest. Okay, chest press. Okay, pull that towel apart. Here we go. Push forward, bring it back. Again, if you want to make it a little bit more cardio intensive, so for raising the pulse a bit more, we can add some tempo in. Still focus on keeping good form. Okay, form is so important. Keeping that upper body tall, tummy tight, pushing directly from the chest, straight out front, and rest. Back to our plank. Shall we go to the floor? Or you can stand. You choose. Okay. Come on. Squeeze those legs tight together. Squeeze the bum. Maintaining good alignment. Head, neck, spine. Right down to the feet. And remembering to breathe as normally as possible. Getting the oxygen into the lungs. Exhaling out. And rest. Okay. Guys, I'm cracking on with these exercises. Let's get that back strengthener. Here we go. Pull it apart. Back to the belly button. Pull. And then return. Good, try and keep as much tension on that towel as you can. Good job. Okay, just the total body extension. And that is round 3, finito. Okay, come on, good position, off we go. Okay, I'm going to try and speed it up a little now. You just stay with what you're comfortable with. And again, we're trying to get good range of motion, arms all the way back, and then arms all the way up. Great job, guys. Come on, we're almost done. And rest. Awesome job. Okay, we've just got 2 more rounds to go. Wipe yourself off. It's a great time to have a drink. You've done amazing so far. Alright, how can I make the squats a little harder? I'm going to grab myself some more resistance. That's what I'll do. Okay, so I'm going to do what's called a goblet squat. Still keeping my upper body nice and tall. I'm actually trying to go a little bit deeper with that squat. Keeping my elbows tucked in, driving up through the heels. If you don't have this kind of resistance, don't worry, you might have heavier. You just work with what you can, guys. Nice, come on, last few seconds. These are the longer rounds now. And rest. Okay, chest press. Oh, okay. Standing chest press with the towel. Let me just show you another variation from the floor. Here we go. So I can do it like this. Pushing straight up. My elbows like to touch the floor. My core is braced. So if you've got this kind of equipment, this is just another way of performing the exercise. You just use what you have and do the exercise to the best of how you can. Well done. I'm going to keep those on hand. I'm going to use them in a moment. Okay, next we've got the plank. Okay, let's get into position. Come on, shift that body weight forward. You're onto your toes. Everything is tight. Good, come on. Breathing well. Holding strong. If you're struggling, don't be afraid to bring those knees just down to the ground. Come back up if you feel that we're able. Still holding strong. Woo. That sweat's starting to drip now. And rest. Okay, next we're going to do the upper back strengthener. So remember, you can do it standing with the towel or just the fists. I'm going to show you another alternative with the dumbbells. Okay, so it's a narrow grip, bent over row. So I'm pushing my hips back. I'm bringing those weights up to the side of my chest. And I'm pinching my shoulder blades together. Can you see that? Trying to keep my head up, keep my chest proud. Nice powerful pull, but I'm controlling that return. And rest. Okay, put those babies away. Last but not least, total body extension. I love this one, guys. Not gonna lie. Feet hip width apart. Arms go back. Here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna put a little bit more speed into it now. So this is demonstrating how we can make it a little bit more cardiovascular. If you need to, you just modify. Take it slower. Alright, it's still going to be a challenging exercise. But if you're able, you want more challenge, come on. Still keeping it joint friendly. We're not leaving the ground. Super job. Have a drink. Now, is this sweat? Or is this a little tear in my eye? We're going into the 5th and final round. Then we're going to go into a final finisher. Okay guys, squats. Off we go. So I'm going to make it a little bit more cardio. Still getting down. Nice and deep. Driving those hips through, bringing those arms back. Come on, 5 seconds to go. Doing awesome. And rest. Chest press, just ahead. Got your towel ready? Come on, pull it apart. Alright, come on, slightly quicker for a bit more cardio. Still keeping great control. I'm trying to be a bit more explosive on that push and a little bit more controlled on that return. Now I sound like a locomotive. Just good breathing. Come on guys, last couple of seconds. We got it. Come on, keep it going. Nice. Alrighty. We are back to the plank. So come on, maybe you've been doing it standing. Fancy having to go on the floor? It's entirely up to you guys. I'm going down. Here we go, it's the last one of the workout. Almost there, come on. Final 10 seconds. Let's keep good form. Don't let those hips sag down. And rest. Whew. Need to get rid of some of that sweat. If I had any hair on my head, it'd be all in my eyes. Alright, we're doing the back row. Grabbing the towel, pull it apart, off we go. So I'm going to make this a little bit more cardiovascular. Pull and back. Squeezing those shoulder blades as I drive the elbows back. Come on guys, keep that tension through the towel, nice and taut. Good job. All right, last but not least, total body extensions. Once we've done this one, we'll take a short rest, and then we've got the final finisher. All right, so off we go, hands back. Come on, powerful arms, drive up. Through those toes, hips come forwards. Come on, that's 5 seconds. Nice. Okay guys, now as your rest break, we've still got some more work to do, but don't worry, once we've got this finisher out of the way, we'll get a nice cool down, total body stretch, and then we are done. Okay, good job. Got 30 seconds till we start the finisher. Okay, exercise 1. We can use our towel again. This time, we're going to hold overhand grip, feet apart. We're going to squat down, then we're going to press the towel overhead. Still pulling that towel apart. Get ready, we're going in 5 seconds. 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds rest. Here we go. Try and keep those hands apart the whole time. Remember, if you've got dumbbells, kettlebells, or other resistance, you can use that instead of the towel. All right, next exercise, we're going to do something called fast feet. You're going to be on the balls of your feet, and you're just going to tap those legs. You're going to tap those toes, move those legs. Alright, so you're going to feel a little bit jiggly. Don't worry. Come on. If we need to make it easier, slow it down. Okay? Just keep moving. It's about movement. Activity. That's why it's called Stay Active with Lee. I want you to stay active. Here we go. Squat and press. Come on, you'll never look at a hand towel in the same way again. Who knew it could be such a weapon of mass destruction? Good job. Fast feet. Here we go. So come on. Feet nice and light on the floor. If you're able to bring that speed up, bring that speed up. If you need to slow it down, here's a good alternative. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4. See, something for everybody, guys. You've just got to move. All right, come on, back to the thrusters. Here we go. Squat, then press. Keep that towel pulled apart. We want as much tension created through the towel as possible. Fire those hips forward. Awesome, guys. We're coming home. Almost there. Last feet. Come on. Anybody remember Space Invaders? Be a Space Invader this morning. Or you can be MC Hammer. Oh, you didn't know I had a sense of humour, did you? Well, you found out now. Alright guys, come on. Almost there. Just need you to give me one more of each exercise. Come on. Squat, press. Pull that towel apart. Last time on this exercise. Make it count. Alright, fast feet. Final one. Give me 20 seconds of your best effort. Here we go. Come on, let's add that lateral movement in. Side to side. Give me a wave as well. Come on. That's it. Set those legs alight. Woo! Come on, guys. Virtual high five. You got it going. I want you to have a drink. I want you to wipe yourself off. We're not quite finished yet. We have just got a cool down and a stretch coming up. All right, listen, first and foremost, thank you to those that have been joining us live this morning. I know that everybody's daytime routine is different, but I just want to give you a shout out, guys. Thank you for getting it done this morning. But listen, if you're watching it today via the replay, please, please, please let me know that you had a go. Let me know how you found it. All right, my promise to you is that I'm going to be more active through this page. All right, I've allowed the, what they call it, the Facebook algorithm to be an excuse for too long. Listen, if people know where you are and they like what you do, they'll know where to find you. You just got to let them know. All right, got to keep reminding myself. All right, don't think that naturally everybody knows where to find you. Sometimes you have to let them know. Alright guys, I'm taking that on board. Apologies if you didn't know where to find me, but now you do. This is where I am, and this is where we're going to be doing 3 workouts a week. Some of them will be live, in fact most of them will be live, but some of them will be replays. Okay, if there's a particular workout that I think will be good for a certain day, I'm going to put it in as a replay for you guys to do. And please remember, this is just why we're calling off these workouts, okay? I'm not putting them up there as freebies. Here's the deal. You pay whatever you can, all right? I'm not going to tell you how much you should be paying. You pay what you can and what value you believe that these workouts bring to your life, okay? I'm leaving that in your hands. I'm placing that ball in your courts. All right, so I'm very, very thankful, but please don't hit and run. All right, hit and run. If you do it in a car, you're not a very nice person. So don't hit and run, okay? I mean that. Okay. All right, guys, talking's all done. Let's jog it out. Just need to be light on those feet. We're going to be finished in just over 5 minutes time. Just want to bring that heart rate down a little. Give those arms a shake out. Bring the arms up. Reach up above the head. Arms down to shoulder height. And then down towards the floor. Shake them off. Okay, now we're going to just take it down into a nice steady march. Swing those arms, lift those feet. That's it, nice and easy. So I've probably said this a gazillion times, but this might be the first time you've heard me say it. So better say it again. The reason we just graduate that cool down, all right? It's obviously for physical purposes, letting the body know that we've done all that strenuous stuff, and now we're coming to a more relaxing state. But it's also psychologically as well. Okay, we're just basically trying to do ourselves good. We want to look after our mental health as well as our physical health. All right. So we're going to bring it to a rest in just a moment. And 3, 2, 1, and I want you to take a rest. Okay, I'm going to take you through my signature stretch routine. This is what I do, guys. It's worked for me for a number of years. If it ain't broken, don't try and fix it. Okay, feet apart, knees soft. We're going to start with our arms out front. Then we're going to reach down, nice big stretch, and come up. You probably recognize this. It's a salutation stretch. Some might do it slightly different. I just like this because it's got a squat in, but it's also taking our arms through a nice big range of motion. So it's helping us to get a stretch as well, which I really like. Okay, one more time, big deep breath in, and then exhale as you come back down. Okay. Before we go into our other stretches, I'm just going to change the music over. Just bear with me a second. We want something just a little bit more relaxing. Here we go. Hopefully this will do the job. Okay. I want us to start by reaching up. Then you're going to take one hand onto the back. Just gently hold that elbow in place. So you want to be feeling the stretch back of the upper arm. That's it. Push a little bit further. And I want to hold that stretch. And then a little bit further. And relax. repeat that on the opposite side. Hand onto the back, elbow gently in place. Again, just looking to stretch the back of the upper arm. Push a little bit further. Hold that position. And then just a little further. One more time. And relax. Alrighty. Now we're going to stretch our upper back. I'm just going to show you from the side. We're going to bring both arms forward. So imagine you're giving somebody a nice big hug, rounding those shoulder blades off, keeping the upper body nice and tall. Take those arms out a little further. Hold the stretch. And then just out a little further again. One more time. And then relax. Okay, I'm going to stay in this position. We're going to stretch our chest and front of the shoulders now. So we're going to take our arms into the lower back. We're going to bring those shoulders back, keeping the chest opened up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Now, shoulders back, hold the stretch. And then shoulders back just one more time. And relax. Okay, well now we're going to stretch out the sides of our body. So we're going to take our feet apart, knees a little bit soft. We're just going to place one hand on the hip, and then with the other arm, we're going to reach up, and then just lean in to the side. Feeling that stretch down the side of the body. As you exhale, just reach in a little bit further. Oh, somebody likes this stretch. Thank you, thank you. And then just reach in a little bit further. Yeah, stretching's good, so important. Okay, we're good at tightening muscles up as we work out. We're not always so good at stretching them out afterwards and wonder why we're so sore. And relax. Okay, so there's a number of reasons that we do the stretches, guys. But yeah, it does help feel less sore, and it also helps lengthen muscles. Okay, keeps them nice and elastic as well. Okay, lean in a little further. It's really going to help with our mobility throughout the day. Just carrying out everyday simple tasks is always easier when you can move, and when you can move well. Okay, just in a little further. Finish that off. And then relax. Okay, we're going to move down to our legs now. Now, if you struggle with your balance, I want you to grab a chair or something to lean on. Okay, but otherwise, we're going to start just by taking one heel up towards the bum, and I'm going to try and keep my hips forward so I can feel a stretch at the front of the thigh, but then I can also get a stretch here through what we call the hip flexor. Bring that heel up again, holding that stretch. And then I'm going to bring it up just one more time. Woo. Starting to wobble. And 3, 2, and 1. And then relax. Okay, I'm going to repeat that on the opposite side. So I'm bringing that heel towards the bum, keeping my hips forward, using my opposite hand as a counterbalance. Okay, bringing that heel up a little higher. Keeping my hips to the front. So that's it, so pushing forward, that's it. And then just a little higher. And relax. Okay, now we're going to finish off with the back of our legs, our bum, and right down the leg. So I'm going to take a step forward, pointing my toes up, and then I'm just going to gently sit my hips back, trying to keep my upper body up nice and tall. Sitting my hips back a little further, holding that stretch. And then just down a lot further. One more time. And relax. Okay. We're going to do exactly the same on the opposite side. Point those toes up. Gently push those hips back. Place our body weight just onto that opposite leg. You should be feeling a stretch right the way down. Down a little bit further. Hold again. Just a little further again. One last time. And relax. Well done, guys. Come on, I think it's a good time to give yourselves a hand. Come on, if you don't give yourselves a clap, who will? So, thank you very much for joining with us for this first workout on the Stay Active with Lee page. Really appreciate you getting it done. If you got it done live, if you got it done in the replay, well done. Remember, let me know how you got on. And listen, if you appreciate the workout and you know somebody else that may appreciate just some simple movement, okay, that can be progress, that can be regress, all right, please spread the word. I would really appreciate that. Okay, don't keep it to yourself. You know, hey, maybe this is not for you. Maybe you think, oh, it's just not my cup of tea. That's fine, but maybe you know somebody that would benefit from this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the video now, so it'll be on the page until tomorrow, and then it will be removed tomorrow because on Friday morning we will have a brand new workout, and it's going to be what I call a low impact interval training session. It's going to be constant movement, okay, so it's going to be slightly different than what we did today. We're not going to use any equipment whatsoever for that one, but it's just going to get us moving and hopefully bring a smile to your face. Okay, so guys, have a great day. The video will be uploaded in a moment. I will put the link for the PayPal account underneath. Really appreciate your kindness. Thank you very much. Have a super day. And remember, if you've got any burning questions that you'd rather not post in the comments, listen, I'm an open book. Drop me a private message. I'll be more than happy to help if I'm able. Okay, thank you very much. Have a super day. Love you guys.